Okay, so hey you guys, it is Carol, or they call me Miss Kelly, but you guys can just call me Carol. I just wanted to show you guys some things that I got from Dollar Tree today and just tell you what I plan on doing today as part of like my self-care Sunday routine so you can understand like why I am such an advocate of self care and how self care looks different for everyone. And if you need ideas or things to do to help you get started, I'm like your go to. This is what I do. Okay, so again, I had three goals today that I wanted to accomplish for Self Care Sunday. I wanted to go to Dollar Tree to get things that I needed to do my self care Sunday activities. And I also wanted to take care of a couple of plants today. And I wanted to give myself a manicure pedicure. Those are my three things today. So when I woke up this morning, or really last night, I spoke to my husband. I'm like, I just want to do three things tomorrow. The only three things that I want to do is I want to go to Dollar Tree so I can get things that I need and just walk around and splurge. I want to work with some of my plants today, and I want to do my nails and my fingernails and my toes. Okay, because the sun is out. It's about 80 something degrees already here in Connecticut, and I had sneakers on today to run errands, and I should have had on like my auntie sandals with my toes out or my flip flops or slides, and it was not about to be like that. Hey Keith, what's up? So this is what I got from Dollar Tree. I was thirsty when I went in because it's hot outside. Dollar Tree. Right? Arizona sweet tea. Yes, it is the original. It's sweetened. I'm going to put this in the freezer. You know, everything in moderation. I don't drink this all the time, but it's good. I'm going to put it in the freezer and then let it get nice and frosty and take out my wine glass, fill it with some ice, and pour this inside of it while I am doing my nails. Okay. What else did I get? Dollar Tree. Premier Protein. These are usually like $8 for a 4-pack in like the grocery store or Target or Walgreens, and this was at the Dollar Tree for $1 for one, and it's the peaches and cream. I use this in my cereal. I use this in smoothies. I drink it straight out the container. Doesn't have to be refrigerated because it's a Tetra Pak. I use it as a coffee creamer. Maybe not this one because it's peaches, but hey, peaches might be good as a coffee creamer. What else do I use this for? Yeah, this is really good. On Weight Watchers, this is like 1 or 2 points. So instead of using milk, or if you're not really into dairy, I think it's dairy in here though. I don't know, but it's good. But everything in moderation. Have it with a piece of fruit. I would have this in the morning to break my fast with a banana, or you can blend it together with a banana. I got some razors, Self-Care Sunday, because like I said, it's 80 something degrees here in Connecticut and legs were out today this morning. I'm done for the day. I'm not going back outside. It is like almost 5:30. What else did I get? For a craft that I'm doing because I'm into the moon, you know, how it affects things and the environment and things like that. So as part of my self-care, I'm doing a craft for a full moon ritual, and it's a black mirror. But the cheapy way to do it, get a picture frame from Dollar Tree, a 5x7 or any size. Try to get like a fancy one, and I just got this regular one. I'm trying to take the effect off. There we go. So 5x7 frame for a black mirror craft. This is plastic, but there's a glass cover here. Regular frame. I have black paints already because I paint. I bought this from Dollar Tree. It's an art palette. and it is a 6-pack. They're just really thin. If I don't damage these too much, I will just reuse them. I'm going to put my paint in there, and I have brushes already too, and they have that stuff at Dollar Tree too. Black felt roll from Dollar Tree. Crafter square, so of course everything was $1. It's a whole roll. So I'm going to use the black paint to paint over this glass, and then put the black felt on the back of it to make it even darker, so it's like true black. And once it dries, or I wouldn't even have to let it dry because I put this on the back on the wet paint, and then I stick the glass back inside, and I have like a black mirror that like reflects, you know, your reflection. It's good for meditation. So I'm doing this craft for a full moon ritual. The full moon is May 26th. The full flower moon. Super moon number 2. I bought a black ceramic bowl. I have one already that my mother-in-law gave me. I brought some food home from her house one day, and we just never gave her back the bowl. And I saw it at Dollar Tree, and it's a black ceramic bowl for $1. I use this bowl for my cereal. I use this bowl for soup, and especially for noodles like ramen or pho. But I bought this bowl specifically, this one, for another craft that I plan on doing. And I should have left it there because they didn't even have everything I needed to go with the craft. Like, I wanted like river rocks or stones, sand, all that stuff was empty. So everyone must be doing crafts. Clear nail polish. It's the LA Colors base coat, top coat. I do all that. I do all the steps. I just like they do in the nail salon, I do at home because that's my self-care activity. I did used to get my nails done in the nail salon every week because I got manicures, and then I did like the powder nails, and I just started painting them at home to save money in between trips, and I got so good at it that, and it's like calming, like it helps ground me. Like if you have anxiety, focusing on painting your nails to make sure you don't mess up is a good self-care activity and grounding activity to bring you back down. So I guess that's another reason why I like doing it so much, painting my own nails, you know. But if I feel like I want to go have someone else paint my nails for me, I would definitely go to the nail salon. But I like doing them at home. What else did I get? 2 pots from Dollar Tree. These, they were the last 2. They had other colors, but I wanted these specifically because, you see this? It's a tray. So you can pop it out. See all the drainage holes, which is important because you don't want your plant's roots to sit in dirty water too long. And then this is a tray. So you can put this right... Put this right back up here after you drain it out if you just want to check and see if you put too much water in there, and it snaps right back in. So I had on my list that I needed 2 planters and trays, and I saved money because I found 2 planters with trays attached to them. These planters will be for my other 2 sunflower plants. Like I replanted my biggest sunflower plant and a couple videos ago, so you can see that it was earlier in the week, last week. So these are going to be for these little guys. I'm going to take these out. These are gross. They're wet because I watered them this morning. I end up having to water like twice a day, especially when it's hotter outside. That's for them. And since I just showed that, what I plan on doing, that was the Dollar Tree, so I got that done. Number 2 on the list was I wanted to take care of my plants, and I got my laptop wet. Just water. All right, so take care of the technology here. Okay, so I wanted to take care of my plants. The plants I really need to take care of this is cherry tomatoes, seedlings grown from seeds in this planter. And that's multiple cherry tomato plants in one planter. Some of them have died off in there already because I have neglected this plant. I have not put it in fresh soil, a bigger pot, or any of that. But somehow these are still thriving. Because I water it every once in a while. These are still thriving. So I'm going to take those out and put them in this planter. I also got this one from Dollar Tree when the season first started, when they had every garden item fresh out before people started going crazy. And this, you can punch the holes out here. So it's plenty of drainage. And it's a hanging planter. I was going to use it to pot my pothos because they're rooting in a jar, but I'm just going to let them stay in the jar because I want to get other pots for them. So now I can reuse these. The idea I had, use these. Fill it with soil after I punch drainage holes. Save all these babies. Put them in here, even though this is technically not a big enough pot, but it will be because I said it will. They'll be fine in here because I'll take care of them. When you put soil in there, when you plant your when you plant your tomato plants, you're supposed to pluck the lower stems off and then plant them all the way up to the bottom leaf. And then all this stem is supposed to lay down in the soil. It grows more roots and will produce more fruits. Right? So those will be laid down in here in some soil with my sage seedling grown from seeds. And I believe I bought these seeds from Dollar Tree too. It was like the 4 packs for $1. And it's really, really dry because I already knew last night that I was going to do this today. So that's my sage. And it's extremely fragrant. If you rub your fingers across them, it smells like sage, even as a baby plant. So this will go inside with the tomato plant. And fill it with soil. Water them, let it drain. And then I'm going to hang it up in my apartment. And as the plants grow, I'm going to allow them to hang down because since they're hanging up, the fruit will not touch the floor or the ground. I can hang them up, right? This is my window, southeast facing window. So I have perfect light up here in Connecticut. In the north, I think you need like a west facing window. But up here in the north, south facing was good. So then the plants will hang over. Cherry tomatoes and sage like to be planted together. Sage and basil, not so much. Cherry tomatoes and basil. Okay, so I did my research to make sure that my plants will be taken care of and they will help each other thrive, not thrive off of each other, if you know what I mean. So they'll be working together. Third thing, painting my nails. So after I do all that, I can sit down, paint my nails. I have salsa chicken cooking in the crock pot right now. So that's dinner is already settled and done. Painting my nails. Here's my little nail kit. My self-care Sunday routine. This was a candle, this glass. It was a $5 candle from Family Dollar. Oh, see, it still has the label underneath. So when I was done with the candle, I'm like, oh, this is glass. And it was only a little bit of wax in there. You fill it with a boiling water and the wax will melt and rise to the top. You let it cool off overnight and you can just crack the wax or just pluck it right out. You can save the wax and put it in a wax burner if you have one. And then you just clean out your glass. The Family Dollar $5 candle, the label that was up here, it was just a sticker. So there wasn't any gunk or anything. So I just peeled it off. Like it was a sticker. Peeled it off and now I use it for my nail kit. So let me put my nail polish in there. This is Sally Hansen Insta Dry number 273 Pink Blink. That's what's on my nails now. I'm going to replace it. It's like Barbie pink pastel. It's really nice. And this is just going to be the color that I use every time I paint my nails until it runs out. That way I don't have to think so hard about what color I'm going to paint my nails. This is the color I'm going to paint my nails until it's empty, and then I'll put another nail polish in there and just use that. Just easier. So that's what I'm going to use. Pretty good. Walgreens. Base coat. This is Essie base coat. You can see it. ESSIE base coat. This is like, I don't know, $10 a bottle, close to $10, a little over $10, but it's a really good base coat. It helps the nail polish glide on smoothly and look even. Target. And top coat to set the nail polish and make it look shiny. This is Top Shine Simple Colors. I got it from Walgreens. They're $1.99. It's just the paint on top to set the color and make it look nice and shiny. Emery Boards. You can get these from the dollar store. They come like 10, 15, 20 in a pack. This I use to push my cuticles back. I do not cut my cuticles off. I just use this to push them back because I believe the cuticles are there for a reason, and I don't want to cut them off if my nails need them. So I just push them back a little bit. Cotton balls from the Dollar Tree. Q-tips. After you're done painting your nails, you take the Q-tip and you get some nail polish remover, and then you go around your nail to clean it up. That's the part that most people can't stand when they do their own nails, is all the extra paint. But you just use a Q-tip or like a piece of paper towel with a little bit of nail polish remover and go around. Just like they do in the nail salon. Just copy what they do in the nail salon. And practice makes perfect. And I know your less dominant hand doesn't work very well painting your dominant hand, but you will get better. Like, don't overthink it. And again, Q-tips to clean up any mess around your nail. Oh, and I got this from Family Dollar, the Modesta nail polish remover. So it's a flip cap, and it's a pump, and it has a lock on it too. Right now it's open. So you just, like in a nail salon, you just take your cotton ball and you pump for the nail polish remover. And I already did that one. So, and it's pure acetone, so be careful when you're working around stuff because it will take the polish off of anything. And there it is. Yeah. That was fast. And just use the rest to do the rest of your fingernails and go around. Now, this was $1.39 at Family Dollar, and I was super excited to find it. Went to Dollar Tree today. They also have nail polish remover pumps, just like this one. Maybe not this brand, but just like this one for $1. So now I know when I'm done with this 6 fluid ounces, it's kind of a lot. Ooh, spilling it. When I'm done with this 6 fluid ounces, I can go to Dollar Tree to get one for $1. So that was it. Yeah, let me show my peppermint plant that I bought from Edge of the Woods in New Haven, Connecticut. It's pretty tall. When I first got it, it was here. And you can tell because the stems are darker at the bottom. That's the older stem. And it has grown this much. And you can tell because it's green up here. So I got it when it was this tall. This tall when I got it, and look how much it's grown. And this is the same planter. I have not taken it out. It's called Mojito Mint. So this is the mint that's used to make the famous mint mojito drink. Right? And all these branches are new. This wasn't here when I first got it. This wasn't here when I first got it. and they're very fragrant. You rub the leaves between your fingers. It does smell just like mint gum or mint tea, which I plan on using it for mint tea, and I plan on using it to make a mint oil. Fresh herbs. I make all my own oils, infused oils that I use inside of my shea butters, and the link for my shea butters is in my profile, or you can go to Theycallmemrskelly, mrskelly.etsy.com. I'll include the link in the description as well. But yeah, so once this is grown up enough, I'm going to pluck the leaves off and use them to make peppermint oil, and then use the infused oil to whip my shea butters. And then maybe I'll sell peppermint oil too. Right? So everything that I use for my products, I create everything myself. I don't buy anything bulk. I don't do wholesale. No, not saying anything's wrong with that, but like I really do take care of my plants because they take care of me, and I put them to good use, hoping that they can help other people. So again, everything that I make in my Etsy shop is 100% natural and organic. Like, I don't order from outside companies. My essential oils I do buy from the store, but they are 100% essential oils. Like the fragrance from Edge of the Woods, which is a local community organic grocery store and restaurant, and they sell fresh herbs and all that stuff too, or like Trader Joe's. Okay, because I would not make something and sell it that I do not use for myself. Everything that I sell, I use for myself. I have rosemary shea butter on right now from head to toe. My husband just rubbed lavender and sunflower oil on. He shaves his head, so he has a bald head, but he has a nice beard. So he rubs lavender and sunflower oil on his head before he leaves home to go to work, and he rubs it into his beard. And he also uses the lavender and sunflower oil on his elbows because he has rough skin. And we have noticed a great improvement in his elbows and in his beard and the skin around his head. So if you're interested in that, you can check the description box for my oils, or click the link in my profile to find me and my other social media platforms, and to visit my Etsy shop. Okay, so again, they call me Miss Kelly. Let me know if this was helpful. If you would like more information on how I create oils, or what self-care activities that I do to ground me and just whenever, because self-care isn't just taking baths. Sometimes self-care is having to plan out your groceries for the week, or turning off the TV, or but I do all of that. So keep coming back to see more. Bye.